Hey guys.
Hi.
We got the other farmer here today. We want to talk a little bit about another side business that we got going on at the farm, right?
Yeah.
So, Carter, tell me a little bit about what our side business is.
We sell bundled firewood at the top of the farm, and we call each other the Seashore Gardens Wood Shack Boys.
The Wood Shack Boys, huh?
Yeah.
We started this thing off just kind of a little side thing, but honestly, you know, shopping around, like going to Lowe's and Home Depot and grocery stores and stuff, like bundled firewood is crazy expensive now.
Escalating up a lot.
It's going up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like $7, $8, $9, $10 a bundle at some places. So the title of this video is a kind of a play on words with one of the kids' favorite things, other favorite things to do. Watch WWE, right? So what is it? Street profits are up,
and we want the smoke.
And we want the smoke.
And we want the smoke!
A little bit about how we got started with this. So we wanted to
make another sort of small side business to Seashore Gardens.
Yeah, and you know, wanted to find something that the kids can get involved with, not just the, you know, the lemonade stand at the farmer's market type of stuff. You guys do help quite a bit with the farming, but it's nice to have something that's just kind of yours, right? So we have this like surplus of wood, right, from arborists and landscapers, and even from our own property when we're cutting trees down that need cut down. And we personally don't heat our house with wood.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have all this extra wood, we got to find something to do with it. So let's talk a little bit about the process. We get wood from the various sources like we described.
Yeah.
We have big piles of logs at any time down the farm, just waiting to be cut. Our buddy Scott down the hill, he's always calling and being like, hey,
we have logs.
We got some wood. Do you want some? I'm like, oh geez, yeah. Let me try to make some space for it. So what's the other ways we get wood?
Through Pat.
Through your Pat?
Yeah.
What's he got?
He has a sawmill.
Sawmill. So we're getting lots of the offcuts.
Like planks.
The planks that he can't use for woodworking, right?
Yeah.
So we'll show a little clip of the sawmill, and I bet you we need to do a separate video on that, huh?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Here, check it out. How old are you?
10.
10. And Cole is?
6.
6. So you guys are not out there with chainsaws cutting trees down and bucking up the logs yet, right?
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
I hope.
You hope?
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking?
Maybe getting it for Christmas or my birthday.
Getting what?
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw?
Yeah, I said
Okay.
it.
All right, well, maybe we'll have to ask Santa Claus for a chainsaw this year, huh? And all the safety equipment that goes with it.
Yeah.
So I do all the cutting up. What do we do after we cut it? We split it with our wood splitter.
Yeah.
Then we stack it.
We stack it.
We stack it in one of two places right now, right?
Yeah, Big Blue.
It's either outside of our big trailer, Big Blue, that we call Big Blue. There's a picture. Or
in the hoop house that's for wood.
Right. So we have a separate hoop house that we call like the wood shack almost, right?
Yeah, the wood yard.
Wood yard. Yep. So all the premium stuff goes in the wood yard.
All of the dry. And,
it keeps it dries it out a lot faster and keeps it clean.
Yeah.
Yep. So then that sits for how long?
Over a year.
At least a year, right?
Very close under a year.
Yeah. Some of the quicker stuff like poplar will dry out in less than a year, but most of the stuff we're leaving forever.
Like cherry.
Yeah, cherry takes a long time. So then after it's all dry, what's the next step?
Bundle it.
Bundle it up, right? All right, so how can our customers buy the firewood from us?
It's primarily in bundles, but if you're closer around, we can deliver it in a truckload or a face cord.
Yeah, or if you want to buy a number of bundles, like if you want to buy 10 or 20 bundles, we can definitely get that to you as long as you're close by. The wood shack is at the top of the farm. It's on the honor system, right?
Yeah.
Have we had any problems with that?
No.
No, everybody's been pretty good.
Yeah, good.
You can also pay through Venmo.
Venmo or PayPal.
Yeah, there's a QR code up on the sign at the farm that you can pay through there, or you can go on our website ccrgardens.com and buy the firewood there.
Yeah.
And then you just pick up on your own. You know, why would you buy it from us? Like, what's the advantage of bundled firewood? It's mostly for entertainment fires, right? If you're heating your house with firewood, then
I would suggest the bigger company because our wood's mainly just for like campfires or just fires in your backyard.
you probably want to buy it by the cord.
Yeah.
Bigger company, bigger sources. There's a lot of great firewood sources around here and around where your neck of the woods. But if you have a small campfire stand around where you live, you know, support them. They might be kids like these guys. So we are considering a different thing at the wood shack, right?
Yeah.
So you want to explain what we're thinking about?
We're thinking about there's gonna be 4 slots that will fill up with separate pieces of wood, non-bundled, and each slot will be $20.
Yeah, that's good explanation.
Yeah.
Why don't we show a picture just to of what we're thinking about? And if you guys like this, if you think this is a good idea,
Like the video.
well, like the video anyways.
Yeah.
If you think it's a good idea, then comment down below and let us know. All right, let's close this thing up. So we talked at the beginning about profits, right?
Yeah.
Wood profits are up. You know, if you look at this thing in straight dollar amounts, it's going to take us a little while to be really profitable with it, right?
Yeah.
If you count the wood splitter and the saws and, you know, all of your labor that you have to hire out.
Yeah.
Huh.
And Pap, he owns 1% of the
Pat.
company.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Go ahead. So what happened? How did we get started?
Oh yeah. So first of all we called Pap, and we asked if we can borrow some wood because he was in it like way before us.
He was cutting down firewood in the backyard.
Yeah,
he has a good piece of property, and he had a bunch of wood. And same thing, he doesn't heat his house. He just uses it for mostly outdoor fires.
Yeah, and we asked him if we can borrow some of the wood, and he said under one condition, and he said that you give me 1% of the company.
So Pap owns 1% of CCR Gardens Wood
Yeah.
Shack Boys, huh?
Yeah.
Hopefully that turns out to be a good investment someday, huh? You know, mostly though, we want to see this as like a learning experience for you guys.
Yeah.
I think it's very valuable to know what it takes to run a business. You guys have to pay attention to the expenses when we need to buy like new wrapping or even gas for the wood splitter or for the chainsaw. Like that comes out of the wood shack budget.
Yeah.
And you guys have been saving up the money that you make, right? All your profits
for a while.
for a long time. So what do you guys have plans for in terms of if you can take some of the money out of the business, what would you use it on?
Me and Cora are thinking of ATVs.
ATVs?
Yeah.
That would be pretty fun. When you're operating a business, you have to make these hard decisions. You have to decide whether you want to pay yourself out or if you want to invest more into the business. So what are some things that you could think of if we wanted to invest in the business more to help us grow? Yeah.
Maybe a bundler. Probably if we get big enough, a conveyor that when we split the wood and it's good for bundles, we can put it on the conveyor and it drops in a single spot each time.
Okay, so a conveyor would help us by taking the wood right off of the splitter.
Yeah.
And putting it in. We could have it go straight into IBC totes.
Yeah.
Or into like a bunker or something that that we have for collecting the firewood. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
So in the end, you know, just like all the rest of the stuff that we're doing on the farm, like not any single one thing is going to make us millionaires. It's mostly about being resilient, doing your own thing, you know, being self-sufficient, living off the land, you know, getting back to that feeling of living off the land like our ancestors did.
Yeah.
And you know, it does make a couple bucks. I mean, you can make decent money by doing this thing. So
Yeah.
resiliency is a big thing in homesteading and farmsteading. Having different avenues, different income streams, and different ways to pivot. You know, when gas prices go up, firewood goes up with it. So, you know, at some point maybe we have the chance to make this even bigger,
Yeah.
right? So anything else you want to talk about?
So I was thinking of bringing 5 or 6 bundles to the Renzi market for people to buy if they don't maybe feel like going to the farm.
Okay. I think that's a good idea. Who's going to carry the bundles?
Me.
We have to get you guys like a cart. You can wheel it down to the customers' cars.
Mhm.
All right. I think that sounds good. All right.
Yeah.
What do you want to say last?
Subscribe, like, and comment if you have any other thoughts that what we should do about the wood shack.
All right. Sounds good. All done?
Yeah. Okay.
Get your giddies out. You good? Huh? You know I'm going to show this at the end of the video.
You're making it too much.